Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new episode of DC Collectors. Today we're taking a look at the Kenner Total Justice Wave 2 Superman with Kryptonite Ray Emitter. Why would Superman want to emit kryptonite? Oh well, I don't know, but we're going to find out. Let's take a look at this figure. This is, like I said, a Wave 2 figure from Total Justice. I believe this figure was released in 1996. And you can tell it's a 96 because look at the hair on Superman. He has long hair, just like he did in the comics back in the 90s. Take a look at the back of the box that gives you a little detail about Superman. If I'm gonna leave it here right there so you can read all the goodness for just a second. And if you need to, just pause it and you can read even more. Check out some of the figures that were included in this wave. Sparrow, Fractal Armor, Batman, Superman, Hawkman. I think the other figures were Wave 1, if I'm not mistaken. Here is the UPC, all the other good information. Alrighty, so let's break open this Superman and test him out. So here's Superman out of the package, and I can tell you my biggest complaint with the Total Justice line of figures is just the ridiculous pre-posed stances that these figures have. Yeah, now, granted, this is the mid-90s, and action figures hadn't come that far during that time, and there's only 5 points of articulation, which we'll go over right now. The head. You can't turn all the way around because of that long hair in the back. Keeps them from going. But the arms, they'll go all the way around if you want them to. And the legs will kick up. But the problem I have is, look at that. Look at that. To get him to stand, this is the legs and this is the sculpt. It's like it goes out and down, out and down. Whose legs do that? Nobody's legs do that, unless you're Superman, apparently, from Total Justice, which just, I'm not a big fan of that. I never was, especially this coming off of a few years without the Superpowers line, which was the last DC Comics line Kenner had. I don't know whose idea this was for Total Justice, but, you know, I know that they were banking that kids liked this style for that time. It's just not really what I was wanting as an action figure collector. I wanted something more just similar to the Superpowers line, maybe a little bit taller, the sculpt a little bit better, but with the same articulation at the knees, you know, at the legs, at the arms, at the head, and maybe even a superpower action feature. But that wasn't going to happen with this. This is just a super duper 90s sculpted action figure. Now I do believe that the cape does come off. You can see it just sort of glides in over his huge neck muscles here, or shoulder muscles there. And you can see it just kind of slides right into place. I do like that they actually paid attention and put the Superman S shield on the back. You know, it's little things like that go a long way. But you can tell even the cape is pre-posed, so it swooshes out to the left there. So it's not really cool. You can see, if you can see that really well. I don't know with the light. That's the copyright 1996 DC Comics. Like I said, this is a Wave 2 action figure, and of course we can't talk about this figure without talking about the Kryptonite Emitter, because Superman needs to have a kryptonite emitter. Now, basically what this thing does is it attaches to his chest around his stomach there. So you can see it kind of just snaps on. And he has these two holographic doohickeys, I guess, soaking in radiation or whatever. And then this sort of just goes on his hand. So it just kind of slides on his arm like so, and then kryptonite emitter, because that's what Superman wants to do. Is, I mean, literally, if he had this, he'd be dead. right? Because he can't even get near kryptonite, but yet he's emitting kryptonite from this machine. But you know, like I said, the mid-90s, and you have to have something gimmicky. So, but I didn't. When I was buying these figures back in the mid-90s, I didn't buy them for the gimmicks. I actually took the gimmicks and kind of threw them to the side, and you know, just displayed the figures as is. So here he is next to the Total Justice Darkseid, and you can see how massive of a figure Darkseid was compared to Superman. Yeah, they look good together. I granted that. It's just, you know, you get what you pay for with these mid-90s figures. Actually, you know, I think this retailed for about $5.99 to $7.99 originally, but I think I paid like $2 for it off eBay but a few months ago. So, you know, you can still find this figure really, really cheap if you wait and don't just jump on the first eBay auction that happens. But there he is with Darkseid. I'm going to pull Darkseid out, and that is the Total Justice Superman figure. All right, so if you like what I'm doing, hit the subscribe button. You can check me out at DCCollectors.com each day for the latest DC Comics toy and action figure news, and you can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at DC Collectors. Peace.